Good morning, everyone. Futures Trader Elite here. We're going to go over the NQ pre-market prep for today. We're going to start out on the 4-hour chart. We're going to try to put some trend lines in. So we're going to grab our ray, put this bottom 4-hour trend line in. We're going to click it, change the color on it to a green. As you can see, we had that drop, this big pullback on the 4-hour at the end of last week, which we're going to start forming more structure is what it looks like right now. We need to get us a 4-hour trend line across the top. So we're going to go from up here and grab that top wick and go with this. That very next candle has a wick on the top right there. We're going to make this trend line red. So we've got our 4-hour bottom trend line and our top trend line. We're also going to go ahead and throw the fibs on this 4-hour so that we can take a look at the structure. We're going to go high to low for the time being in this 4-hour since we had that big pullback. Because you can see we got this turnaround out of this zone box down here. And right now on the 4-hour, the 38.2 fib is here. We got this zone box right there. That fib is at 180. That zone box is about 30 points lower than that. So this could be a 4-hour retracement into this zone box or that fib 4 to hit resistance to take another leg lower, or we could come up here to the 50 or the 61.8. The thing is, if this breaks the 50, say it kept going in this direction it's going now, if we break that 50, we're also going to break that 4-hour trend line maybe. That's a big spot of resistance for another leg down, but if it breaks that, we're also going to break structure right here at this next zone box. So this is a key area to be staring at. It's 50% fib with this 4-hour trend line. When the market opens today, I guess that'd be a really big reference to look at, although that's around 310 and we're only at, that'd be going up 300 points. I don't know if it'll do that today. It could move that fast, or it could just move up there and put in another lower high. So looking at the 4-hour chart, that's something I pay attention to. We're going to go down to the 1-hour chart now and look at this now that we put those lines in. Okay. So let's go back and get a ray. We're going to put in another trend line here. We're going to change that one to green as well. Grab another ray. That's not where it goes. So You can see on the 1 hour chart how our rays are not touching the candles like they were. On the 4 hour, you want to adjust those so that they're touching the candle. We're going to grab another ray. We're going to start at this candle here and go to this candle here on the 1 hour, so we can really see doing that already broke that 1 hour trend and a slow uptrend right here. So I'm going to take that off since it's already above that. I'm going to leave the fib on the 4, but you can see we got this other zone box up here. The bottom side is at around 130, top side around 155. Right now, if you're scalping these, this is a key area right here, but we get into this 38.2, it really depends on how it reacts to that. Here you see we got structure break right here, or you're looking for a SMC play, which is smart money concept, which is a lot like what you see here where it took a dive down. Obviously, smart money stepped in and made that candle. That's a key sign that smart money was there. We're going to drop this down to the 15-minute and see what it looks like. I have to adjust these trend lines a little bit to touch that wick. Every time it seems like you drop to a lower time frame, you'll have to adjust these a little bit. They won't quite be on the candle anymore. But we got our 4 and our 1 there. We ain't got anything we can really do for the 15 on the bottom or the top. So right now it looks like we're trending on this 1 hour. We can drop down to the 5-minute and see what that looks like. You could throw in a 5-minute trend line from this area to the bottom of this wick, but there's not. By the time you get up there, you might have a 20-point or 30-point move between the trend lines. If you want to try to get more precise, have more precision, you can put these in, because if you come from down here to there, this move right here where it's been trending up, it may only start using this trend line as a base. Entries when it comes back to the trend line, play the bounce for 5, 10, 15 points. Came down here, you just got to kind of decide if you want to wait till it gets all the way down here on a good pullback. Like on this little drop, you know, this would have been a great entry to catch this pop. If this pops back down, or it might go sideways a little bit here, but then come down and get within 5 points or touch that trend line, be a good entry. Sell 5, 10, 15 point push. Switch down to the 1 minute. Make sure, you need to try to make sure that your trend lines are touching on the 1 minute. Go up here and make sure we're on this candle the right way, or the wick. So now that we're on the 1 minute, remember each one of these little boxes right here, I got mine set to where each box is 5 points. So if you buy right here, you can automatically put a sell there, knowing that it's 100 points without having to worry about looking at your PNL or where you're at. Same goes for this. You put it here, look down, it's 100 points, 200 points, 300, 400, so on. That way you can gauge it just by visually looking at the chart. There's no question it. I'm going to shrink this chart up so we can kind of get a bigger look at things on the 1 minute. Once again, this is a 38.2 right up here. You know, the way things look this morning, it looks like they're trying to drive it up. They've been driving it up since the market opened overnight, so, or last night. Really won't know how to react to it until the market opens this morning. But that's a good way to start your day. Get your different time frames, get your different trend lines. Look at those zones. We can switch back to let's do the 1 hour. The highs, we're quite a ways still from getting back to the highs. We got 800 points or so to go to get back up there. But what you would be looking for if we start going to the upside today when the market opens, the key level to get to and to get above right now is 310. We get above 310 and 330, we will have to attack this box right here. And I don't know if NQ will do it today, but we'll see when the market opens. For more content like this, like and subscribe.